What's up, YouTube? Another video, another real talk, um, another authentic, life situated, goes around and around, and I don't know. Anyways, this time I want to talk to y'all about something that not only myself goes through, but pretty sure a lot of people go through it, and it's feeling lonely or being lonely. Which one is it? Because there's two different things. Being lonely is, being alone is one thing, and actually feeling lonely is another thing. My voice is kind of scratchy. I've been sick for probably a week. And I feel weak as shit when I go to the gym. Took 4 days off. I haven't even been to the gym. If I did go to the gym, I'll do like stretching, a little bit of cardio, but so I feel like this plenty of times because, and first of all, it's a sign from the universe. And if you can't pick up these signs and read these signs and really get that intuitive feeling and listen to your heart, not your brain on this one. Trust me on this one. Because on this one, your brain might be telling you one thing, but did you know that your heart actually has a second brain? Your heart has its own little brain because it's so powerful, and it sends out these electric currents of waves of energy out into the universe. That's what you came from. You came from the universe, so you're connected to it. So there ain't no going against what I'm saying. You feel what I'm saying? You understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? So I wish I had a tripod. My tripod broke. I'll get another one. So I'm more of a sensitive type of person. I'm just my soul, my spirit knows the truth when I see it, when I feel it. I'm just like a truth advocate, you could say. I just feel that shit, you know? So I'm more sensitive to other things and other people. And I can really pick up these signs that the universe is throwing to me. I can really feel these things for what it really is. So, feeling alone is actually, man, that can give you some power. I'm burping up this shake right here. Got this banana, pineapple on banana protein powder shake. It's freaking good. I didn't add no peanut butter, but anyways. So, man, I'm just like running all these thoughts right now. Let me slow my head down because I'm just like, it's called the chattering, and it's doing it right now. And you happen to space out and you're trying to talk, and you know when you're trying to talk to somebody, when you're talking to somebody, and you just forget all of a sudden what you're saying, your mind's like going too damn fast. Calm it down. So anyways, a lot of these days, like, it's not only today, it's not only yesterday, it's not only last week. I always happen to get these types of emotions, and you know what it's helped me become? Have, I guess you could say, emotional intelligence, your EQ. And that's this, you know, going through just a lot of stuff like in life that has to do with psychological or emotional, and just life situations makes you grow. It makes your EQ stronger. It makes your awareness stronger. Your ability to pick up on things, to read people better. And that's where, being alone. So being alone is one thing. Again, feeling lonely is another thing. Stick to one. Let's pick. I'm gonna pick being alone. So I isolate myself a lot. I have a lot of friends. I think I know a lot of people. Let's put it that way. Um, yes, I know who my real friends are. But besides the point, I know a lot of people. Okay, so I still do not talk to a lot of those people though on a regular basis. It's just like when I go and see them, like, what's up, show some love, and then I don't speak to them for a while. But um, I isolate myself. Like, this is my truck. This my truck right here. This was my grandpa's. Um, man, I call this truck. It's like my home. It really is my home because I've slept in this truck. I do everything in this truck. I on my phone read, write, think, observe. Fuck. Nah. This is just my, basically, in my head. This is my getaway. I get in my truck, or I'll stay in my truck, but I'll go somewhere where it's nice and it's just beautiful outside, nice and peaceful. And again, being alone is actually pretty badass, because if you can withstand that feeling of being alone, and if you can separate these two, being alone and actually feeling lonely, you know a lot of people. Like, I know a lot of people, but sometimes I still feel lonely. I still feel like I don't have, like, nobody, like, nobody, like, right here. That's the lonely part, the feeling alone part. Um, but when you can separate those two, and if you can actually let that go, like, okay, like right now I don't have nobody, I'm single. I feel alone sometimes. I feel lonely sometimes. Okay, it is what it is. I'm gonna go ahead and let God handle that. I'm gonna let it go. Like, where I like to meditate, let all those things just go. Let them go. Let them be free. Don't hold them within yourself. You know, um, that'll be taken care of soon. Nobody's left alone for the rest of their life. But okay, being alone. Okay, now I'm back to being alone. So, being alone actually raises your EQ, like I said, and raises your intuitive senses. Um, what else has, man, this shit has done a lot for me. I've been pretty much this type of way that I've been feeling like this for like a good a good like months and months and months. Can't really, I don't want to give y'all a time frame, but you know, I wake up, come in my truck, my food, I prepare myself for the gym. I hit the gym almost every day. Um, this is where like I think about my next move. Um, like what am I doing? Like something, if something's not going right, I think, okay, like why is it not going right? And this is just my space to really get in touch with my inner self. So if you're feeling alone, did you know that silence is actually that's when you can actually hear, you know, that little voice in your head where you just like an idea pops up and you're just like, how did I think of that? That's when you're silent. So when you're silent, it speaks to you. Shout out to Alan Watts for that one. When you're silent, and Ralph Smart. Shout out to, those are my internet mentors. Those are my internet gurus that I watch a lot and that I learn from. So when you're silent, you get in touch with your inner self. You get to really think, and you get to really analyze these problems that you have, and then you end up you end up coming up with a solution for your problems when you're silent and when you're alone, because there's no distractions. When you're alone, there's no one to distract you, so you're aware. You're way more fully mindfully aware and focused, not external but more internal when it's silent. You know, especially if you're smoking that good stuff and you got just the right amount of high, you know, you can raise up your consciousness, right? Your consciousness actually elevates. If you get too high, you can actually descend instead of ascend. So, just saying it helps, but it helps. But anyways, this is just a video on this is probably, a lot of people probably go through this shit. It's not only me, but you know, feeling lonely and being alone is actually two different things. So I'm gonna make a part 2 of this because I didn't really go too much like in depth. I kind of got carried off on topic, but it's just you. Oh, one more thing. You know what? It actually, being alone actually really helps you to like self-soothe and to just, how do I say it? Like, I don't know how to say this shit. This is more like, you know, some things just can't be described in words, because sometimes when you're trying to describe something that's spiritual and energetic, it's just like when you're trying to describe this in words, it kind of sounds clumsy. So I'm trying to be as careful with me like saying, you know, trying to put things together for y'all, because some things you just can't describe too well in words. It's just a feeling that it cannot be described. It's got to be felt for your own experiences. So why don't y'all comment down below, and why don't y'all talk to me? Tell me, like, have you ever felt alone? Have you ever felt lonely? And tell me if you can tell the difference between the two. So it's two different feelings, two different emotions. And being lonely, you can actually endure that pain, and you can use that pain for something positive. You can flip that negative into a positive. And then being alone, you can actually brainstorm and get in touch with your inner self and actually use that pain from feeling lonely to, you could switch that over into a positive aspect in being alone. Then you can do something good with that. You can create something. You can build up a passion, and you can fire up your ambition with that. That's one big, huge, that's like the main thing right there. That's the main thing that you can use that for. Along with bringing up your emotional intelligence from being alone and thinking about everything that's going on and analyzing it and realizing of why that happened and what can I learn from that. So that's basically pretty much shit. That's what I do. That's what it helps me with. So, like, usually when I wake up in the morning, I feel kind of alone. Feel lonely, sometimes. And then there's some times where I feel alone, but I'm just like, man, it feels good. Like, it just feels great. So, take the bad, take it, endure it with you. Don't try to, how do I say this? This is another one that kind of makes the words sound, gotta find the right words to go with this. That so you know that bad implies good and good implies bad, that you cannot get one without the other, that you need both in your life, because without the bad there's no good, without the light, without the dark there's no light. You see what I'm saying? You see where I'm going? So in other words, you cannot let a bad feeling or emotion or situation, you can't let that take the best out of you. Because if you let that take the best out of you, that's like you're in the dark and you're not even trying to see the stars. So if there wasn't no dark, you couldn't see the stars. So that's like today's topic that I want to talk about: being alone and being lonely. Just two different things. This is not the end of this one, because I always this one hits me hard a lot, and because I'm a Virgo, so I'm very practical to the point, and I am a smart motherfucker. But I am more wise, and I can feel these things. I'm more intuitive, straight to the point, and I feel a lot of things. I'm very sensitive to some things. That's just me. I'm an empathic person. I can feel emotions very, very, very strongly, and I can feel other people's pain through a damn phone or television. That's how powerful that energy is. Energy is really, really powerful. So, and if you combine your emotional intelligence with that, you can you can read things pretty good. Read people good. You can handle situations better than others. You can do a lot of things for yourself to grow inside. So let's continue with the part 2 later on, and I'll go more in depth next time on this next one. So why don't y'all, if this helped a little bit, like, comment. I want you to comment. I want you to tell me if you, I know you have, so don't be lying to me. Let me see if you end up going through these feelings, these emotions, and how do you handle them. So until next time, HD's Hustle is signing out. Peace.